Good day, everybody. Murray here. Today, earlier, I was doing some gardening. I'm not a real big gardener, but I try to keep the place nice, try to keep it looking good, try to keep the weeds under control. And I wanted to plant some new flowers. So what I had to do first was pull up the weeds. Then I had to dig up the soil. Then I had to put what I wanted in its place in and water it and fertilize it and keep it growing. Now, this is a very important part of the work I do also in dealing with the subconscious programming that we all inherit. All different, but we all inherit it. Now, if you simply dig up what was there before, you're left with a hole, usually, depending on how big it is, the trauma that you're digging up. And we might even smooth out the soil, but unless we plant something in its place, something that serves us, something that we really truly want to grow, what happens? In that blank space of soil, weeds grow. Weeds can be negative thinking that we have. Weeds can be thoughts that we pick up from other people again. It can be what we feed our minds. That's what will grow in the soil that we just dig out the trauma from. So that's why I find it really super important when I'm working with someone. We don't just get to the root. We don't just dig around and get the trauma taken care of and start to heal that trauma loop. But we also plant the seeds, or we plant the plant that we want to replace it. We put something in there that's dynamic and powerful and empowering and something that's going to grow into something beautiful. But that's not the last step. The last step is the nourishing of it, the keeping those thought forms, keeping that new subconscious program fed and nourished. And that's where coaching comes in again as the third step. Because or a good friendship or a therapist or whatever you want to do, we have to nourish what we replace negative subconscious beliefs with. So we get to the root cause, we get rid of it, we release that energy, we smooth out the soil, we plant the new program that we want to nourish, that we want to become a part of our experience, that we want to see the beauty of in our life. And then we continue to nourish that with our mindset. And that takes practice, and that takes sometimes helping someone see what we say. And I mean that because what we say is what we see, and I mean that. So we have to have someone else sometimes help us see what it is that we're actually saying, and making sure that we're nourishing the new growth, the new plant, that new program that we planted, so that it can flourish and that it can become a meaningful part of our life and our experience. I hope you find this little message helpful. As always, I love you all. Hope you're having a great day. Talk soon.